Welcome back, designers. In this tutorial, I will be demonstrating how we are going to create a blogging website on edublogs.org. Edublogs.org runs the WordPress platform, which is an open source content management system that allows you to build websites without any programming. We're going to start by looking at the website that I created for our class as an example of a blog that you can create on EduBlogs. So scrolling down, this is going to be our home page. I included a logo that I created for our class. Under the heading, welcoming people to our website, you can see a gallery of several different images of students working on the computers, a short introduction to the class, and then two columns, one of which has further information students can access regarding our class, and one with a meet the teacher with a picture of me and a short bio. We're going to be creating a personal blogging website today with a homepage, and we're going to learn how to create a theme and customize the theme to make the blog look really attractive. In future assignments, we're going to look into creating actual blogs that people are going to read on your website periodically. Without further ado, you're going to need to get started by clicking on Schoology, going to our assignment, and selecting the invite code. It's going to ask you guys to create a brand new account. I'm going to create one out of random, but you guys are going to create one using your own name, your own username, and passwords. Please make sure that you guys write this information down because I am not going to have access to it. For the email, please input your district email. That means your student email per dadeschools.net. For your site title, please put in your actual name. So if your name is Elizabeth Abaya, you would type in Elizabeth Abaya. If your name is Michael Rodriguez, you would type in Michael Rodriguez. And the site URL is going to say your name.edublogs.org. You're going to click Agree to the Terms and Services. You're going to click I'm Not a Robot and Create Site. Now that you have been registered, please remember to take a picture of this information or write it down somewhere because you will need it. You're going to select Go to Dashboard. And your dashboard is where you're going to be creating your website from scratch. On the left-hand side of our dashboard, we have all the tools that we're going to need to add posts, pages, regulate comments, add a theme, customize a theme, and mess around with the different settings for our website. The first thing that we're going to do is to create a home page. So I'm going to click Page and Add Page. Having clicked on Pages, I now have this empty template that I'm going to be using to build out my home page. The very first thing I'm going to do is add a title at the top that says Welcome to my blog. Then, to add further content, I have to click inside of the plus sign to add what are called blocks. The blocks contain all the content that you can possibly add to your page, from paragraphs to images, videos, and other interactive content. The first thing I'm going to do is add what's called a cover. The cover is basically going to be an image with some text on the inside. So I'm going to click Upload, and I can either add a selfie, a picture of my school, a picture from one of the Creative Commons websites that we use. It's going to be completely up to you. I created some artwork with my picture on it, so I think I might use that instead. On the inside, I'm going to write all about me. If you actually go and click on the image, you're actually able to select where you want the image to focus. So if you guys click on this circle, you're able to move the image around and maybe focus on different parts of the image that might be more interesting to you. I think I'm actually going to go and leave it right about here, right in the middle. Then I'm going to add what's called a paragraph block. So I'm going to click inside Add Block and select Paragraph. In this paragraph block, I'm just going to add a very short intro to me and what I'm going to be writing about in this blog. I'm going to write it from the perspective of a 17-year-old student. You guys are going to write it from your own perspectives. Having written a short intro, I'm ready to start adding more blocks. I want to split it up into columns so that I can go and put one section that's going to say fun facts about me and one section that says follow me on social media. The columns kind of look a little like this. You can see that I split this content into two columns, one column which says program overview and one column that says meet your teacher. So I'm going to do something similar to that right over here in my home page. I'm going to press enter. I'm going to add another block, and this time I'm going to search up columns. Then it tells you how many different columns you can go and add onto your home page. For the moment, I'm just going to start with 2 columns. And in each column, I'm going to go click inside the plus sign and add a heading. This heading is going to say fun facts about me. And the second column, I'm going to click inside the plus sign to add a block, select heading again, and this one is going to say follow me. Under fun facts about me, I want to go and illustrate it with some kind of fun image. So earlier in the class, I created a word cloud that I'm going to upload to my blog by selecting image under the block, upload, and I'm going to look for the image that I created of my word cloud. Then I'm going to click under to create a brand new block where I'm going to be typing up fun facts about me. So again, from the perspective of a high school student. And now that I have my 3 fun facts, I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to click inside this paragraph icon and I'm going to select the option that says list, which is going to place them into a neat, organized, bullet pointed list. Then under follow me, I'm going to press enter, type in a paragraph block, and this is where I can put in either more images or further text content that people can follow. I want people to be able to follow me on my YouTube channel, so I'm going to include a link to my YouTube. If you guys have an Instagram account or a website or any other content that you want people to follow you on, you guys will be adding a link to it. So I would select the option that says follow me on YouTube. I would highlight it, press Ctrl V to place my link, and press enter to make the YouTube link active. So now people can click inside the link and take me there. So I would like you to include some kind of link to something related to you. So whether it's a website, a YouTube page, an Instagram page, something that people can click on to access more information about you and the content that you share with the public. I'm going to click Save Draft, and I'm going to make sure that I actually click Publish so that this is active. You can select a visibility, whether you want it to be public to everybody, private, or password protected, so that people with passwords can view your blog. We're just going to leave the visibility as public. And under publish, we're going to leave it at immediately, and we're going to click publish. Now you might say, well, Miss Abaya, I only did a home page. I didn't do any posts. I didn't go and add any further content, but that's okay because we're going to break this down into steps. So now that the first step of creating the home page is done, we're ready to go back to our dashboard. To do so, I'm going to click inside the WordPress icon on the corner. I'm going to click on Appearance in my tools and select a theme. The theme is going to regulate how the blog actually looks. There are many themes that you guys can select from and that are completely free for you guys to use. In order for you guys to visualize what it looks like, all you have to do is hover your mouse over the theme, select Live Preview, and EduBlogs is going to generate a preview of what your blog homepage looks like with the theme that you selected. So this one kind of looks like a notebook, which is pretty cool. If you like it, you can select Activate and Publish. If you don't like it, you can X out of it, go back, and select a different theme. So again, if there's a theme that appeals to you, you can select Live Preview. And you can verify if it's something that you're interested in. If you don't like it, you can X out and look for other themes that might be more appealing to you. I like this particular theme, so I'm going to click Activate and Publish. And now I have a little bit more work before I can call it quits for the day. The first thing that I need to do is I need to figure out my homepage settings. So I'm going to click on Homepage Settings, and I might want my homepage to display a static page, so I'm going to select a static page, and my homepage is going to be the one that I created called Welcome to My Blog. I'll deal with the post page at a later point in time. Then I'm going to click to go back, and this is where I can play around with different colors. I can play around with the different options for background images and menus. Under colors, you can select different colors that you can use for the text, the background, the boxes, and any other colors featured on your homepage. I'm going to select orange as my special color. I'm going to select a background color of blue. You guys are obviously going to select colors that appeal to you, not random colors, so that it reflects your school colors a little bit more closely. I'll deal with menus at a later point in time. If you want to, you can add a background image instead of a color, but I think I actually like the color, so I'm going to leave it on its own. And I'm ready to click Publish. And now you're ready to preview what it's going to look like for everybody else who accesses your website. Go to your dashboard, click on the little home page that says your name, visit site, and this is what it's going to preview for everybody else. Here's what you guys are going to do at this point. We're going to stop here. We're not going to design anything further in our website. All you have to do is create your home page for now and select a template that you want to use for your theme and customize the theme. You're going to copy the URL to this home page. And then somewhere in your assignment, right over here, you guys are going to see a button that says Submit Assignment. You guys are going to click the tab that says Create, and you're going to submit the link to your homepage for me to review. I hope this tutorial has been helpful to you. Obviously, hit me up in class if you have any questions or leave questions in the comments, and I can't wait to see your blogs and how you guys are going to start fleshing them out in this class. Until next time, peace out.